Making modals agree. Mastering subject-verb agreement in passive modal verbs. Hello language enthusiasts! Today, we're diving into an important aspect of English grammar: subject-verb agreement in passive modal verbs. You might have experienced confusion about whether to use is or are with certain subjects, or maybe you've been unsure about how to make modals like can, must, or should agree with the subject. Let's shed some light on these common mistakes and learn how to avoid them. Before we delve into modal verbs, let's quickly review what subject-verb agreement is. In English, our verbs change based on the subject of the sentence. In simple terms, if we have a singular subject, we use a singular verb, and if we have a plural subject, we use a plural verb. For example, she reads books. Singular. They read books. Plural. Remember, in English, the verb's form can change based on the tense and the subject's person and number. Now, let's add another layer to this: passive voice and modal verbs. When we use the passive voice with modal verbs, the structure generally follows this pattern: modal plus be plus past participle. For example, the work can be done by tomorrow. The play must be seen to be appreciated. In these examples, the modal verbs can and must do not change based on the subject. Instead, the form of be changes according to the subject. One of the common mistakes English learners make is mismatching the subject with the form of be in passive modal verb sentences. The correct form of be must agree with the subject. For example, incorrect: the cars can is repaired. Correct: the cars can be repaired. In the incorrect sentence, is does not agree with the plural subject, cars. The correct form is be. Another common mistake is using the wrong verb form after be. It should always be the past participle. For example, incorrect: the cake should be baked by noon. Correct: the cake should be baked by noon. In the incorrect sentence, the base form bake is used instead of the past participle baked. Subject-verb agreement is a crucial part of mastering English, and it's particularly important when using passive modal verbs. Remember, match your subject with the appropriate form of be and follow be with a past participle. By understanding and applying these